my scrappy friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have a Scrap and Wonders blog hop spread for you. Yesterday there was a blog hop on with the Scrap and Wonders design team. There are some newer ladies and we thought it would be fun to do something different this month. So what you are seeing me do, I am taking one of Beth's mixed media inserts, which has really nice thick mixed media paper, and I am creating a wash with this watercolor or the acrylic paint. So normally when you're painting, you wouldn't want to just add water to your paint, to your acrylic paint, because it doesn't, the atoms in acrylic paint don't adhere to the water the way, or bond with the water the way that like a paint thinner does. But for the sake of a mixed media, adding a little bit of water to your acrylic paint is probably not going to be too much. But if you were doing it on a canvas, I would never suggest using water. So that's just something to keep in mind, that whenever you add water to paint that isn't supposed to be like watercolors, you could very well have more cracking and more peeling than you would like. So just keep that in mind, that the actual integrity of the paint is going to be destroyed. I don't mind, because I figure it's just a little bit of water, or like it's just a page, you know, it's not like a famous artwork or something, but that is something to keep in mind. So you see me use some ink and just use a stencil. I'm just really trying to create layers. I don't know. At this point, I'm not really super happy with the way that it's turning out, but it's not horrible. So I'm going to use this silk screen, and it got smudged up at the top. You probably couldn't see it, so I really didn't like it. So I'm gonna try to cover this up. Of course, I use that really nice dark blue from Studio Calico, and oh my gosh. So I use paints from a lot of different places. I have some Dina Wakley paint, I have some Studio Calico paint, and some distress stuff. So I had already knew that I wanted to add this tissue paper. It's just a black and white dot to there, and I did add a little bit of multimedia matte to adhere it. I wanted more of that, but I also added some of the acrytones in white so that I could just kind of like mute some of the wash. I really should have added way more water to the wash, I think, so it would have been a lot lighter. I don't know. At this point, it feels really just dark, and I don't know. So I'm going to add some of these triangles. I thought, hey, this would be fun. I had these sitting on my desk, so I'm using some more multimedia matte. And it acts, it's a glue basically, or you could use it to, yeah, you use it as a glue pretty much, or like a glaze. So it seals and protects your work. It can be a little bit glossy on the top, so just know that. So now I'm adding some more layers of watercolor, or like acrylic paints. I'm mixing some acrytones, and I'm making some purple with the acrytones, and I use some blues, like tealy blues, and some whites. And I really like this, using my palette knife to like apply the paint sometimes, because you can get these really cool streaks and marks from the palette knife that just are really fun. Now on the other side, you see a lot of flowers. I think I did those off screen. So I was trying to like just find ways to cover up that blue side, because I really don't like it. I should have taken some of that black and white tissue paper and put it on both sides. I don't know why I didn't. I guess I was just trying to like have fun. But so I made some flowers with some of the paint, and so now I'm adding some more paint because I know I need more layers. It's just, it wasn't quite doing it for me. And I really like the side with the black and white. So I'm trying to get something similar to that on the other side. Keep a little bit of those flowers, though I know that I really don't want the flowers to be a big part of my spread because we're using the Columbus Road prints. We are doing like a collab with them, and they make some traveler's notebook and planner traveler's notebook type stickers and stuff, and they're really, really cute. And there's a lot of florals in there, and then there was also a lot of coffee stuff. And when I seen the coffee stuff, I knew that that was part of where I wanted to go. So right now you're seeing me take some Prima stamps, and this is just plain black Versa ink, which probably shouldn't have been the ink that I used. I should have got out my my other ink that wasn't going to smudge, but I didn't think about that. So let's just hope water doesn't get on my spread. I did use my heat gun just to really just make sure that it dried. And now I'm taking the stencil that I have that has a whole bunch of coffee cups and like tea cups on it. And I'm taking some Shimmerz Dazzlers in textures. So I have the graphite, and then I have that see, I'm not sure if it's say can you see? I think that's what it is. Or see you in the morning maybe. I don't know. But it's a nice tealy color. And so I just use those. I just put a few in, and then I'm just going to take the leftover and just palette knife it. And so here I'm going to add these stickers from, now this is after it dried, so this is another day. This took me like a week or so to do. I'm just, let's be honest here. This really took like a week to do because I did a layer and then I let it sit. And because I wasn't sure about how I wanted to fix the problems that I didn't like. And this is the thing with mixed media, and it's one of the fun things about mixed media, but it's one of the things that sometimes you just have to let go of that being it being perfect, and letting yourself know that you need the time to figure out how you're going to fix a problem that you don't care for. And you just need to do lots of layers. So one of the paints that I got is this Dina Wakley, and it's like in this little bottle, and it was similar to that corally paint that I added. I don't know. I don't really care for that. I wish I didn't add that, but whatever. That's okay, because I added this, and I just did I was thinking about doing some of those circles because there were some stickers on the sticker sheet that looked like that, but in the end I didn't like it. So I just went with just adding a little bit of the lines and stuff, and I really like that. It just kind of helps brighten it up just a smidge bit more. And I'm reapplying. So over top of the stickers that I added, because I did so much media, I was afraid that they weren't going to stick. So I used some of the multimedia matte also over top of those stickers, and I added 2 layers just to make sure, because it started coming up on the one with the coffee cup down at the bottom. So these other coffee cups that you see on my spread that I just added are from they're stamps from Stampin' Up! And they're coffee cups, like a doodly coffee cup. They're really fun. And so I stamped them out, and then I stamped them out on pattern paper, and I cut the pattern paper, and then I hand stitched. So you didn't see me do any of that. I'm sorry, but you'll be able to see them in the close-ups. And they turned out really, really fun and cute. And so I added those to the layout. I will say that I probably need more glue to my page so that they really stick, or I need to use some like red line tape because of the stitching and because of the mixed media, they just don't really like to stick. And even the multimedia mat, I would have needed a lot. So I'm adhering the sentiment because I figure it needs something. It needs to say something. Though now that I'm looking at it from here, I kind of wish that I would have outlined it. And I probably could still do that. I probably could I got a really thin Pitt pen this past week so that I could do some more doodling and stuff. So I'm not sure where it is in my stash, but I wonder, where did it go? But yeah, so I have a Pitt pen and a really thin one, and so I might go around and doodle around those the tile stickers, and those they're not stickers, there's a stamp that are tiled, and those are from Pinkfresh Studio. That was when they were doing their embellishment kit. And so I did 3 different colors. I did the teal, I did a purple color, and a corally pink color, and it really helps tie in the pinks again. And so I did different ones, and so it says anytime is coffee, and then in time is in silhouette cut file. Now I tried to do a cut file that's for the whole thing, but I just didn't like the way that it turned out, so I just kept the word time. And I use pattern paper from Prima Coffee Break. I don't know if you remember that collection a few years ago, but it was really fun, and I got a whole bunch of the papers, but I don't use them that much because they're really distressed. So, but this was a good place to use it. And so here at the ending, so I'm finally getting close to the end, right? So I adhered all those, and I used lots of matte so that they stick, because with all the media on my page, you know, you gotta add a lot of glue. And Mod Podge probably would have worked too to adhere them, but I just have a lot of the multimedia matte, so it works. So I'm just using some of the Big Artist Pitt pen, and I also have some markers from Jane Davenport, the paint markers, or the paint over markers. And they're really nice and fun, and they're fun for stuff like this because you can just go around the outside of these letters and get a really fun look. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm sorry. I did use because I got a white and a black pen of the Pitt pens. Now, the one thing that I don't like about the white is that as soon as it mixes in with any other kind of color, it gets more of that other color than the white. So that is something to think about when you're using like a white paint. Maybe if I had just taken the paint and just painted it around, that would have worked too for the white, but that's okay. So I'm not like too worried about it. I just use lots of different colors and stuff, and I thought about using the small Pitt pen to like do some journaling it, but in the end I just left it. So I could just be like, coffee is my favorite color, or my favorite color, coffee is my favorite. But anyway, so head over, make sure you check out the links below. Head over to my blog so you can actually read about the blog post and see the pictures all close up, because you get tons of close up pictures. And then if you follow the blog hop and comment on everybody's spreads, then you can be entered into the drawing to get a free insert from Beth, and they're really, really nice. Her inserts are so nice. So, and also don't forget to check out the Columbus Road Prince Etsy shop. She has like tons of fun stickers and stuff, and I really am excited to use some of the other stickers that I have from her. So don't forget to check that out, and I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys are liking some of this media stuff, because I'm really having fun with it. But I will see you guys later, and have a great scrappy week. Bye!